Furia camp right now. We're going to hop straight into the veto here. Anything weird we should be looking for?
This is something that we kind of expected, and just before, like maybe 30 seconds ago, I was looking at Nuke and if IHC is gonna go for that pick, and they did. And Luis, the expert he is, he said Furia is gonna most likely pick Mirage, and you know they did. So it's pretty expected. The only thing that the decider is on Anubis. I didn't really, you know, that was a little bit of a curveball for me. Coming into the decider, I would expect something more standard in terms of Furia, but obviously they feel good because they beat Big on the first map 2 days ago. So overall, I don't think anybody got like the bad veto. I think both teams should be happy and they got what they counted on.
How are you feeling about the Anubis with the underdogs here, Louis?
I think, I mean, for IHC, I think it's an interesting choice, you know, because I'm not sure they haven't played Anubis in this event yet. You don't know what to expect, and Anubis is still a map that everybody's testing fields. Nobody's really comfortable on it. I think it can only get scary if IHC manages to win their map pick, and then they have to decide the match on Anubis, still a map that nobody's really comfortable with. That's the only scary part, the only thing that scares me a little bit.
Well, it's all going to come to that first map to set the tone for this matchup. Are we getting a match or are we getting a beatdown? I know two guys are going to be giving a verbal beatdown to your eardrums. It's James Bardolph and Hawka.
Thank you very much. Well, there's one way to get your blood pumping in the first game of the day, and that's to be facing Furia. IHC have to be ready. They'll be starting on the T side of Nuke here in the first game of our best-of-3 series.
Yeah, picking up this nuke early seems to be the option for IHC. They are a team who like to try and play more of that EU style, not as crazy as some of the Asian teams in the past. Here in the pistol, though, we'll see what they have up their sleeve. It's going to be drop holding ramp early, forced back. Oh, and he's actually getting run down. Art's going to have to fall away.
Yeah, Yuri's on the flank. Will he check his right-hand side, though? No, he won't. Down he goes. That's a lot of area control for IHC for the time being. Safe considering what to do. Looking to maybe play off of his teammates. Looks like we might be heading towards heaven here for the IHC squad, unless Safe can do something about it. He will delay at the very least, as we can see. There's more rotation coming through from Art now. It'll be hard for him to get up that ladder, though. Keserato, in the meantime, will try to stop a plant, but too late for that already. And now it's just Art in a really bad position, all things considered. 1 versus 3. Bomb planted for IHC. Really good start to this game so far.
That should be locked in shortly. Art's going to get one more frag back. But that bomb has already ticked halfway down, and IHC realize they don't need to peek. They can afford to play time. Just making sure that Art can't drop easily. With all this extra time being bought, it is IHC that lock it in. Off to that good start. And they are big underdogs in this one. Furia are a team you would absolutely expect to see making it through the play-in, making it to the group stage. But the other side of the coin is that if IHC can make something happen here, it's a legit win, and you have to get a legit win to get to the group stage. So nice to see them getting off to that good start. And they definitely are a team that have a few skilled individuals to work with. So we heard Drop saying earlier, can't underestimate them. I think that was a team stab into the back of Yuri.
That's quite a chunky one, isn't it? That one went deep. USPs across the board. Safe for Keserato. Could have felt something extra. Not the assist that Furia were looking for. Hold on a second, this is getting a bit nasty. With the USPs, it's down to a 1v1. Keserato with the P250. If Annihilation gets too close, he could be in trouble with 72 HP. What do you do? There are so many rifles there. Do you stat? You can't protect the rifles. This is a disaster. My word, we'll see if he's able to do it. Planting the bomb on the A bomb site. 4 USPs, Furia, showing how dangerous they can be. AK collected by Keserato. Scanning for any other tools he can find. It's not often these days you see a scenario like this. IHC opened the wrong door. Now, Keserato doesn't have a kit. Just playing his time just in case there's some shenanigans around the lobby area. But eventually he will have to press on because time is running out now. It's almost too late already, and I think he may think better of it. Yeah, he knows he's taken too long. So they'll just enjoy the damage that's been done there. They may send IHT into Eco Town sooner rather than later with damage like that. USPs!
I'm surprised IHC committed so quickly into ramp there without much utility either. Bit of a risk when you're against the low buy, and that's even with a little stab in the back of the teammates. Yeah, I thought IHC maybe would just look for information. You've got to be expecting a stack in this sort of round. And that means, I mean, like you said, now there's a real chance for them to get broken.
Yeah, they had tunnel vision on Art's position, hiding by the stacks there, allowing his teammate on the ramp to just dink them for free with the USP. Furia sending the warning signals out very fast indeed. Creeping around the smoke now. Safe will get the better of that. And if they hunt him, he may swap position with his teammate immediately. So that one may be hard to find revenge for. Furia never shy at all. Drop looking for something through lobby. He will be denied though. Yuri looking for two! Furia, they're just firing on all cylinders immediately, regardless of the weapon. They come in hot and straight away. And the running away will bait Score to try and make a play through the smoke, but Art is waiting for him. Nothing is for free versus Furia.
Annihilation, wise to the flank. He will win one fight, but he's still got a lot more to do here. Bomb has been dropped over towards ramp. And Furia in this round started with 2 players stacked in towards ramp. So winning that fight at Yard was so helpful. It almost funneled IHC back towards the position where Furia had their stack. And Annihilation just hoping that there's one CT spread away from the rest of the pack. But Furia are making sure to just stick together here. There's a chance he could get the bomb. They've only left one player actually here watching towards it. But with 20 seconds, it's almost impossible to get anything going. There's the headshot, but he's expecting more players close by. Ooh, they're actually rotating to B. Maybe there's a chance to get this bomb down.
Surely, okay, Safe is in position. Annihilation doesn't expect he can do it for free, and he will be correct in that respect. So the first round is on the board for Furia, but even in the rounds they haven't won. The small sample size, the data we have so far, they look terrifying, Furia. Absolutely terrifying. Pistols coming out for IHC. We've got a MAC-10 for Score, so we are enforced by territory early for this T side. Techno will be on the P250, looking for his first kill. Art is ready on the ramp. Many players coming his way. He's got support from Safe as well. Walking into the crossfire. Well, that's half the job done here for IHC. Maybe a bomb plant is in the near future. Now they get that second kill onto the B bomb site. I was going to say is open, but K-Seratos here gets his bell rung straight away. But help is on the way if he can stay alive. Can he find a way to activate Yuri here, who makes his way to control? Those flames, though, will take K-Serato down. And wow, have a look at this. Only drop remains. IHC capable to do things with small tools at well, it seems. Dropping the clutch now. No one's planted a bomb just yet. Going for that decon plant. What does Drop choose to do? Well, he's seen an elbow, but where is the trade fragger? That is the question. What is the right way forward? He has an open window, so we can make a silent play. Annihilation still hiding. Techno having a look. Drop trying to threaten different options now. He does not have a kit. It seems he may not fancy this one. All but guaranteed crossfire. And it seems he will perhaps make his exit.
That's a tough round for Furia. You've got 2 players stacked in ramp. It looks like they've definitely done their prep, definitely done their research. They're ready for these fast ramp plays from IHC. But when you have 2 CTs stacked in ramp like that, you have to be shutting it down against the pistols. These early fights go so wrong for them. And then K-Serato trapped on the site itself. That molly forced him into the open, ended up taking him down. Yuri wasn't in position to help immediately. That's a bit of a shock round loss for Furia. And Furia have been on a long boot camp in EU prior to this tournament. They put a lot of prep into making sure they were playing at their best for Katowice. This is their first tournament since the major. So I think they've really got to show us that that boot camp has paid off here. I'd like to see a convincing win against a team like IHC. But so far, IHC proving they're going to be a team putting up a fight in this one.
Yuri was spotted here very early on. Got here lightning fast. They know their angles, IHC, and Yuri will not escape. Well, things are looking promising for IHC in this game of Nuke so far. 2 kills now, punishing Furia. They've done their homework, and it's straight A's in round number 5 so far. 5-on-3 now with a minute on the clock. They have the advantages, but how will they play the time here? Mid to late round, will they be as strong? Art's got a scout in the lower area. He will require some headshots. Well, so far so good. Now, they can't continue to engage him one by one. The Molly will try to control some space, but we can see KaToWice is up to some shenanigans as well. They haven't seen the bomb just yet. That's in the hands of Bartak. But again, we're going from mid-round to late round, and they've lost 2 players now. There are still some advantages to be had, especially with this position and that frag. 28 seconds to find a bomb plant. Art's on the rotation. A bomb site seems secure, but where is the bomb headed?
What?
Oh my days, down goes Blitz. Oh, there he goes as well. Art's doing God's work here. Down to the 1v1 now. Art has all the information. He doesn't have any Kevlar. He doesn't have a kit either. He can potentially force score forward. He's holding the defuse. Has he even heard it? Did he do it while the molly was happening? Score's got no idea. It's being stolen.
From right under their noses. The round gets stolen away from them. And that is sometimes going to be the issue for these less experienced teams. You get into great positions, you just can't close it. They had a player in heaven. Art should never be allowed to walk up the ladder like that. But he sneaks in behind. It's an incredible round from the scout. But he should never be allowed to walk up like this, sneaking in behind. IHC will be kicking themselves. That looked like their round for the taking. But this game is still back and forth. Look at the buys for both teams. Neither side has a perfect buy into this one.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And the mid to late round can often be a problem for a team of less experience at the top flight of Counter-Strike. We know how many gears Furia have. Only tend to use one of them, though. Full pedal to the metal. IHC creeping. 4-man on road towards Secret.
Looks like Furia playing a little safer this time after losing some of those early fights in previous rounds. And I don't mind this. I think you can have that rotate down to B. It's Art in position. They will have heard the doors swing open, but Art's just going to play for info. And now he's going to hear those steps, so hopefully we'll call for assistance.
Yeah, he may need some help from the ramp.
They can't rotate down vent. Yeah, it's got to be the ramp rotate.
Does that concede the lobby area, though? See what they choose to do. Still haven't heard too much. There was some running earlier, but they seem non-committal. Furia don't know how many players made it down towards Secret. They could be being baited here. It could still be an A play. Area control now as the Molotov comes towards the ramp. Safe has been isolated from Art, who's trying to pre-fire as best he can. He's in a really bad situation. No help coming just yet. Furia teasing a vent play. Need to play off with their teammates, though, on the ramp. How does Techno activate now? He got 3K in that pistol round, but can he do more here for the squad? Blitz with 2 so far. They've got to plant the bomb. There's only 8 seconds left. Yuri alone now in this 1 versus 4. Has no angles for it. What does he do at this point? Try to find some exits or slowly slink away?
He's sticking around for now, but he's about to be spotted. And doesn't even land a single shot up against the Galil of Blitz. So IHC keep their composure. And I think they deserve a lot of credit for that. After the previous round slipped through their fingers, sometimes teams will just start to let that get to them, let that creep into the next round. But this was a really composed round from IHC. They go down lower and they take as much time as they need to set up their play with the nades. Art was the one who looked fully flustered on that B site. Did not look ready to deal with the hold. And now it's a low buy for Furia, but a fast play from IHC.
Full send. MAC-10 is on the way. KaToWice with the Julies will prevail for now, though, and he has help behind him. It's almost a bait setup on the site. Techno, in the meantime, trying to hold down a ramp push, and the 5-7 will come through from drop to hold down default. Art teasing, poking, prodding. He's entertaining, he's slowing them down now. They can't push anymore because of that flank, a ding and a dong from Yuri, and the dream is collapsing for IHC in round 7. Bomb plant on the B bomb site, though, but these two players are very separated indeed. Tekno almost looking for a space launch on the roof while his teammates in the basement to try and hold the bomb alone.
Oh.
But how does that flank come through? Art just peppering with the P250. Blitz might just clutch this. He can't do it all though. Yuri will just about get there, and Tekno, I don't know if he can make it. All the way down the ramp now, 14 HP and E-Wall coming from nowhere. Now that is what I call a bizarre round.
Oh, IHC not looking comfortable in these anti-low-buy rounds. Going for another quick one, and similar to the round where they went ramp, they kind of don't fully commit to their fast play. A couple of players go out ahead of the rest of the squad. The other players weren't really ready to back them up. And that makes it a really awkward scenario, but that transfer from Blitz, fantastic to get the player down below.
He came from the roof to defend a B bomb plant. That is something you don't say every day. This is an unorthodox but extremely entertaining game so far.
And that's probably what IHC need to have happen in this game. They kind of need to make it unorthodox to throw Furia off their game.
I mean, saying a Furia game is unorthodox is in itself quite something. All the normal rules are out of the window. It's no holds barred here as the USPs are out again. Time to back off. USPs, just get out of there. Do they protect the rifle now? As we can see, there is some presence towards the ramp while Bartak is towards T-Red. Scores coming in for support as well. Now maybe Bartak becomes the bait, as we can see Keserato running to his doom. But there are more assailants in that garage. Well, they know where 2 of the remaining 4 players is, and the AWP comes in for the cleanup.
Now, this is a little more like it from IHC against the Pistols. Whenever you're against this sort of round, you should be expecting Furia to be grouped up. Oh, hello. Drop has actually got the flank. Do you want the knife money? Oh, doesn't matter. Bartak turns his back, so he just takes the kill. There is one player still on this B bomb site. They haven't cleared Yuri. The USP's going off.
3 USP kills so far. They have the man advantage. Yuri's looking for number 4. He will be denied. Now it's the 2 AKs to clean up the good work the USPs have done. Oh, that's nasty from Score. He's looking for one more one-tap. He knows he's hit drop and he will finish off the job. Wow, this is wild.
Just pure chaos in a lot of these rounds. Finally, Furia decide to take a timeout. IHC will be pretty damn happy with the actual scoreline, though. Despite all the rounds being unorthodox and crazy, they're still getting round wins. I mean, normally you wouldn't be happy with a round like this against the USPs, but honestly, you're 6-2 up on your T side of Nuke. You're putting Furia into positions where their money is consistently on the verge of being broken. They have to string some rounds together on the CT side. All in all, IHC can't really complain right now at the scoreline. Furia certainly can, though.
6-2 is a superb scoreline for IHC. I mean, if they had a target at the beginning of the half, they may have achieved it already. But I think they will absolutely need as many as possible. Huge opportunity for them. Annihilation now with the AWP. Big green gun, but actually green. Slower pace in round 9, it seems. A moment to catch our breath, let the BPM go down somewhat after the madness we have seen round after round.
I think Furia realizing that if they just play a standard CT setup, that might be the better way to go about this. Try and make sure that the rounds don't get into these strange scenarios where there's maybe a bit more variance. Yard smokes deployed by IHC. No one pushing behind them, but it will obscure the vision of Furia. So Keserato decides he has to adjust and rotate down to B. It's still a solid A hold right now for Furia, though. So if IHC's plan is to come back to this A bomb site, there's still a fair few CTs in position and some counter utility ready from drop.
Yeah, they're non-believers. There's no one who's gone to Secret to show any presence there to give Furia a reason to pull more players down. Let's not forget when they had a few players running towards Decon last time. Well, here comes the push. Drop seems to be ready for it as they come through the smoke. He's